We are returning to Pet to Predator, Memoir of a Feline Hunter. And we are on chapter 6, which is Toys, Toys, Toys. If you hear that crinkly noise, that's just Black Top and Rocky Top, my current felines. In all the years together, locking me out of the bedroom and taking me to the veterinarian are the only mean things Miss Fuzzy here had ever done to me. Usually she was a loyal servant of the king. Sometimes this loyalty came in the shape of a special toy to add to my mountain of playthings. One of my favorites was the big yellow circle that moved. I would literally play with that thing for an hour. It was so fun. First, I'd see Jody place it in the center of the floor. This screamed, "It's time to have a blast, King Jasper." Then she'd push a button, and the excitement commenced. How exciting! Around, grab it, missed. Around, grab it, missed. Around, grab it. I got it! Ha ha, I got you. You can't escape me, little tail, I boasted as I raised my paw. Around, wait, I caught the tail. It shouldn't be moving. I realized I just didn't catch it with enough power. Oh, so you think you're all that. You watch out, rotating tail. I'll catch you again, and you won't be able to move, I promised. Around, grab it, missed. Around, grab it, gotcha, boom! There you go, little tail. You're mine now, I exclaimed, and I carefully raised my paw and around. You gotta be kidding me. This tail must be invincible. I looked at Jody, and she was just chuckling. I refused to let her chuckles get the best of me, so I did what I always do. I stretched. And here is Jasper playing with his big yellow toy, and the tail would stick out right around the edges. The next day, and for many days after, I spent many minutes trying to destroy the rotating tail. I would catch it, but it would never give up the fight. I started to think this wasn't an ordinary tail. Could it be a super tail? Maybe it ran on some sort of form of power. I mean, I'm a beast, and that tail just refused to be stopped. But Jody was able to stop it. Just by pushing that button. Maybe I needed to learn how to push that button too. One day, not too long after becoming bored with the rotating tail, I was awakened from one of my treasured catnaps by the sound of bells. Oh, the joy. I opened my eyes and Jody tossed this thing at me, and it spun in the air and it jingled. Oh, it reminded me of those glorious mornings of knocking the balls off of the inside tree and swatting them around the house. Only this thing could be easily carried in my mouth. How exciting was that? When I yawned, it fell to the ground, and Jody picked it up and tossed it again. This was absolutely the best. It continued for a good 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Jingle, run, drop, toss, and repeat. I really shouldn't boast. That means brag with an attitude. But it may have been one of the best cat toys ever invented. But the rotating cattail brought me great joy too. Well, the flying fish wand, it was super cool too. Well, let's just face it. Cats have it good. We get to sleep a lot, and we get the coolest toys. And we don't have to be walked on a leash. Take that, Fido. Ha, ha, ha. Chapter 7. Hunter's Helper. Time passes quickly when you're a fabulous feline. It seemed like I became a mature cat of 7 in just a couple of years, rather than half of a decade. A decade is 10 years. Use the word, and you'll sound smart like me. My hunting skills have developed well. Grasshoppers and crickets are a thing of the past. Little Gray's family still tries to move into my kingdom, but they won't be successful on my watch. I remember this one night when I was sleeping soundly by Jody's legs. Oh, those were good days. Anyway, as would happen, I stretched and opened my eyes and, a tail, I saw a tail. Well, we'd see about that. Listen, you're not allowed to be in here, I said. Well, too bad. I will run as fast as I can. You can't catch me. I'm the Mighty Mouse Man, squeaked Little Gray's cousin. We'll see about that, I screamed as I ran to and fro. I must admit, I became so excited that I started meowing rather loudly. Jasper, be quiet, Jody scolded. Listen, you don't understand. Little Gray's family is taunting me, and I need to get him, I explained. Jasper, why are you sounding so strange? Jody asked. I knew I was going to catch him, but that little varmint was super speedy. I sped through the house and it ran back into Jody's bedroom. Again, I meowed loudly with the force of a ferocious feline hunter. Suddenly, the light was on and Jody was out of bed. What in the world? Jody exclaimed, but her words were quickly cut off as Little Gray's cousin started darting back into the office. For some reason, Jody thought she needed to assist me in my hunt. She had forgotten I was a beast and fully capable of ridding my realm of uninvited rodents. Back into the office we went, then back into the bedroom. Next thing I knew, Jody started talking to me. There he goes. Get him, Jasper. I need to go back to bed, Jody cheered. I'm doing my best, Fuzzy Hair. Go back to bed and let me take care of this intruder, I explained. Well, Little Gray's cousin kept me on my toes. Jody gave up on my hunting skills and went back to bed. Then the intruder went into the invisible mode. No need. No idea where he was hiding, so I did what any self-respecting cat would do. I jumped back in bed and stretched out to sleep. Time ticked by like a turtle stuck in molasses, and then I heard, eek, eek, eek. Ugh, he's back. I was certain I scared him away, so I returned to my prowl. I had him cornered. Well, not really. I had him behind the dresser. I knew I could get him, but he scurried out the other side, and then the lights came back on. Jasper, I'm over this. Catch it already, she ordered. Listen, grumpy granny, I'm doing the best I can, I proudly meowed. And then she did the funniest thing. She got her big cup that she drinks out of at home, the one with a top and a straw, so I can't accidentally dump it over. Okay, Jasper, chase the little guy in here so we can both go back to sleep, she suggested. That will never work. Listen, Jody, I don't tell you how to teach your third graders, so you shouldn't tell me how to catch Little Gray's family, I obstinately answered. That means stubborn with an attitude. She ignored me. She bent over and she put that big cup down and opened it and aimed it at the backside of the Little Gray's cousin. And you would not believe what happened next. I still cannot believe it. I started creeping towards Little Gray's cousin so I could pounce. Well, he saw me, my movement, and he turned to escape, and he ran right into that cup. I kid you not. I cannot make this stuff up. Jody popped the lid up on that cup and proceeded to get rid of him. I'll refrain from the details since I have some young fans that might like field mice more than Miss Fuzzy Hair does. And we'll end with just 2 chapters today. Tomorrow we'll start with the weird looking cat, which is chapter 8. Have a great day.